Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the challenge. Last time we tried to find Drednaw in a Dynamax Adventure and we failed. This time we will try to find Drednaw in a Dynamax Adventure and we will succeed. That being the crucial difference. Let me start the timer. Ooh. I really need to get like a hotkey to start the timer as opposed to having to do that. Right, there we go. Yep, let's embark. Xerneas, of course, is good because shiny Xerneas is eligible for the challenge through this method. Don't invite others. Right. I think I'm going to go for Tauros. Tauros has 4 different types of attacking moves, so I'll go with that. Amelia goes for Cryogonal, Arthur goes for Basculin, Noah goes for Klefki. Right, any water or rock types? There's a water type. I think that's it. There's just one water type in the second level. That is clearly a Welmer. Right, Drednaw is not here, but we can still get a Pokemon eligible. The ground type is Silicobra. The normal type is... I don't know what that normal type is. So we're going to go for the ground type because we need the Silicobra for the challenge. I think that's a Silicobra. I think. Oh, even better, it's a Sandaconda. I don't think we have one of those yet. So let's catch it. It's a Gigantamax Silicobra, I think. I'm actually not sure, but I'm not very familiar with the Silicobra line. Right, gonna go with Max Quake. I'm gonna do a bit of quick double checking to see if that's Gigantamax Sandaconda or normal Sandaconda. I'm fairly sure it's Gigantamax Sandaconda. God, that's a mouthful. Right. Cryogonal uses Reflect. Basculin uses Liquidation, which is good. It's super effective. Yeah, that's a Gigantamax Sandaconda. Cool. Sandaconda has Sand Spit though, which is going to set up a Sandstorm. Go with Max Quake. And Special Defense Rose, and it uses Scorching Sands. Everyone takes damage from the Sandstorm, except for Klefki, of course. I'm gonna go for Max Quake again. Cryogonal uses Blizzard, which was avoided. Basculin uses Liquidation, which brings Sandaconda down into the yellow. Max Quake. Razors are special defense. Klefki uses Play Rough. Sandaconda uses Scale Shot on Basculin twice, but it lowers its own defense and raises its speed. Right, and everyone gets hit by the Sandstorm again. Gonna go for Max Quake again. That Liquidation takes it out. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a Pokeball. Caught. Good. I think I'm good without it, but Arthur will take it. Right. The normal type. I've seen that normal type before and I wasn't able to identify it then either. That ground type. I don't know, and it doesn't really matter. We already have one Galarian Pokemon. At the end is a fairy type. Yeah, normal. Sure. Ooh, you have items, right? Expert Belt is always useful. Because I do tend to go for super effective moves where possible. Stoutland, right. Yeah, not eligible for a challenge, of course. I'm going to go for close combat. Hopefully, me using close combat, Stoutland resets stat changes quite often. Yeah, close combat does a good amount of damage. Left key goes for Play Rough and it's avoided. Stoutland goes for Max Strike on Sandaconda. And lowers everyone's speed. Sandspit sets up Sandstorm though, which isn't good. That's not great. Oh well. Glare paralyzes Stoutland, that's good. Gonna go for another close combat, even though my attack and defense are down. Now well. Yeah, it brings it down into the yellow. Left key goes for Play Rough. And Stoutland can not move because it's paralysed. Stoutland's brought down into the red. And everyone's hit by Sandstorm. Another close combat. Yeah. Another close combat. Left key sets up a light screen. Yeah, I don't think Stoutland's going to be using many special moves. Not that it matters, Stoutland is now dead. Right, not going to catch it. There's no need to waste a Pokeball. And Noah takes it. Right. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go for flying, I suppose. A flying type is obviously, I want to say Mantine, but not sure. Doesn't really look like a Mantine. Right, what is it? Oh, it's a Xatu. Right. Ooh, I can Dynamax, yay. Max Darkness. Yeah, Dynamax Tauros versus Dynamax Xatu. Stoutland uses Baby Doll Eyes, which is bounced back. Oh, that's not good. Right, Stoutland's attack is dropped. Stoutland uses Reflect, which luckily can't be bounced back. Unfortunately, I think you should go for Light Screen. This is a Xatu. Right, Max Darkness does a lot of damage. Oh, that's because it was a crit. Xatu goes for Max Mindstorm on Diagonal. Brings Diagonal down into the yellow zone. Just decided I'll reduce the volume of the game slightly. Oh, Xatu bounced the glare back, and now Sandaconda is going to be paralysed. Great. Right, max darkness again. Oh wow, Blizzard takes it out. Okay, cool. No need to catch it. Xatu needs to come from Johto. And yeah, no one took it. Cool. And that means Xerneas. Let's see if we can do this with our team, even though one of our Pokemon is paralyzed. Fairy Aura. Right. Oh, I don't have many good moves against this. Right, high horsepower, I suppose. Stoutland uses Baby Doll Eyes, which is going to lower Xerneas' attack. Crargonal uses Reflect. It's going to protect against physical moves. Again, I think Xerneas is more prone to using special. That takes out Sandaconda. That was a crit on Stoutland. And now the Sandstorm. Right, that is our first out of 4 allowed deaths. And happening so soon doesn't fill me with hope. High horsepower does a bit of damage. Crargonal's nearly taken out by Sandstorm. Right. High horsepower again. Crargonal uses Ice Beam, does a bit of damage. Oh, Xerneas uses Dazzling Gleam again. That takes all of us out, and we're going to be kicked out of the room. That is our second out of 4 allowed deaths. That is our third out of 4 allowed deaths. That is our fourth out of 4 allowed deaths. And we're kicked out. And I don't think I've had the end of a Dynamax adventure go so poorly, ever. I'm going to take Sandaconda, and we get a free Dynamite Ore. Sandaconda, the Sand Snake Pokemon. When it contracts its body, over 220 pounds of sand sprays from its nose. If it ever runs out of sand, it becomes disheartened. Cool. Right. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put Sandaconda into the box with the other Pokemon we're going to be putting onto the HOME Master Challenge. I'm gonna adjust my headset because it is not comfortable right now. Right, and we need to get some Pokeballs because we've used a lot of Pokeballs. We only have 3 Pokeballs left, I think. Oh, we have a Premier Ball. Okay, sure, never mind. We can put it off for another Dynamax adventure. Yeah, Xerneas, save the adventure. Now, here's hoping that Drednaw is here. Don't invite others. Definitely going for Porygon, I think. Yeah, Porygon. Patricia goes for Lurantis. Dean goes for Drapion. Martin goes for Klinklang. Right, there's a water type there. It's Cramorant, though. I don't think there are any other water or rock types besides Cramorant. No. Right. That's clearly Cramorant. The flying type is Unfezant, I think. Of course, most bird flying types look quite similar, but I'm fairly sure that's an Unfezant. So we're going to go for Cramorant to catch it as our Galarian Pokemon, and then continue on. Ooh, boost to my attack. That's cool. And I can Dynamax. Right. Thunderbolt. Well, Max Lightning, I suppose. That might... it's going to do a lot of damage. Whatever, right? Surely. Cramorant uses Endure. Oh, that's a shame. Even if this would have one hit knocked it out. Ooh, Drapion uses Acupuncture to raise my attack. That's cool of it. Or even though I'm using special attack, but lowering Cramorant's special defense helps. Right, Lantis' special attack rose. Max Lightning. Yeah, brings it down to almost 1 HP. Sets up Electric Terrain. Right, Max Lightning again. Drapion uses Lash Out, and that's all she wrote for Cramorant. And yes, we're going to catch it. Yeah. That is our Galarian Pokemon for this Dynamax adventure. Well then, now let's see if we can catch the shiny Xerneas. Maybe. Right. I'm good without it. But Patricia's gonna take it. Now, we should really be going for poison or steel types. There's no poison or steel types. Doesn't really matter which we go for. We don't have either an electric or fire type on the team. So we're going to go for the one with the scientist. Yeah. And that's obviously a Torkoal, so fair enough. Pokemon feeling a bit worn out. Rental Pokemon. Sure. Lycanroc. Right. I kind of feel bad. Porygon was really a good Pokemon. Oh well. Oh well. That's fine. Yeah. Torkoal. Great. Alright, Torkoal has Drought. That's gonna increase the power of fire type moves, of course. Alright, Drapion uses Acupuncture on itself, raising its own special attack. Clinklang's gonna lower its special defense with Metal Sound. Cramorant ups its own special attack with Amnesia. Oh no, its own special defense even. And Torkoal uses Smoke Screen, which is going to lower Cramorant's accuracy. Stone Edge again. Yeah, it does a big chunk of damage. Drapion uses Acupuncture on Klinklang this time, raising its defense. Klinklang's going to use Metal Sound. Yeah, lowering special defense harshly again. Cramorant's going to go underwater. Alright, Torkoal used Rapid Spin on Drapion, which is going to raise its speed. Right, Stone Edge again. Seems like I'm the only one really doing any attacking. Ah well. Drapion uses Acupuncture on Klinklang again, raising its special defense. Klinklang is going to use Giga Impact. It's going to have to recharge next turn. Cramorant uses Dive. Now it has a fish. Torkoal uses Max Flare on Drapion. That's going to do a lot of damage. Brings it down into the red. Right. Going to do Max Rockfall. Yeah, Dynamax Lycanroc. Max Rockfall. Brings it down into the red. And sets up Sandstorm, which isn't great. At least it's not going to affect Klinklang. But it might take out Drapion. Drapion did not have much HP. Cramorant uses Amnesia, which is going to boost its special defense. I hope I haven't just killed Drapion. Torkoal uses Smokescreen on Drapion. Okay, I didn't kill Drapion, barely. Right, gonna use Max Rockfall again. I feel like I did most of that damage. Oh well. No need to throw Pokeball. Torkoal needs to come from Hoenn. This is Galar. And Martin takes it. Yeah, Drapion was left on 4 hit points. Right. Yeah, we don't want to go for fighting. We don't have a grass type and we don't have an electric type on our team. So, yeah, we'll go for grass. Sounds good enough to me. Actually, no, that one has a backpacker. So, yeah, we'll go this way. Items. Shell Bell is always good. I tend to attack each turn. So, we'll go for that. It's an Emolga. I was wondering what it was. It looked kind of like a Milcery. But of course it couldn't be a Milcery. Milcery is not electric type. Right, Drought. Oh, I'm out. I didn't think about that. Right. I'm going to use Accelerock. Which isn't going to do much damage, but at least I'm going to attack first. Never mind. Oh, Endure takes precedent over Accelerock. Yeah, it does a good amount of damage just by only having 40 base power. Drapion uses Lash Out. Oh, and yeah, Drapion's dead. Right, that is our first out of 4 allowed deaths this adventure. Torkoal uses Smokescreen, which is going to lower Emolga's accuracy. I'm going to go for Accelerock again. At least I can almost always account on moving first, you know? As a crit. Oh, static. Great. Emolga uses Max Lightning on Cramorant. That's not good. That is our second out of 4 allowed deaths this Dynamax adventure. Right. Storm is getting stronger. Torkoal uses Inferno, which brings it down into the red with the crit. I was thinking it probably wouldn't do that much damage without a crit. And we're going to get Drapion sent back out. Going to use Accelerock. Oh, I'm paralyzed. Right. Drapion uses Lash Out, and that's all she wrote for Emolga. Of course, Emolga needs to come from Unova. So not going to waste a Pokeball on it. And Patricia takes it. Right. Xerneas again. Let's see if we can take it out. Hopefully we can, but we have already had 2 deaths. So I mean, it's not particularly likely. Xerneas has Fairy Aura. Torkoal sets up Drought. Now this is good. It's good that I can Dynamax first turn. Actually, yeah, a round's going to do more damage, so I'm just going to use Max Strike. Dynamax Lycanroc versus Dynamax Xerneas. Who will win? Probably not Lycanroc. Ah well. Xerneas uses Ingrain, that's annoying. That's going to restore damage at the end of each turn. Drapion uses Acupuncture on itself. It's going to raise its accuracy. Monk uses Electro Web, which is avoided. Max Strike. Does a tiny bit of damage. Wow, that didn't do much. But it lowers its speed. Torkoal uses Smoke Screen, which is going to lower its accuracy. But Ingrain brings back about half the damage that Max Strike did. Wow. Amolg uses Endure. Hopefully Xerneas doesn't use Dazzling Gleam or anything that would make that pertinent. Right, my accuracy rose, that's good. Oh, it uses Dazzling Gleam, but at least Amolga and Torkoal avoided it. Okay, no one's dead, that's good. Max Strike. Does a tiny bit of damage again. Yeah, at least I'm healing some damage with Shell Bell. Right, finally someone attacks who isn't me. Xerneas is burnt, which is good. That almost cancels out Ingrain. Drapion uses Acupuncture on Torkoal. Raises its evasiveness. Right. Amolg uses Rising Voltage. Gonna go for Max Strike. Yeah, tiniest bit of damage, but oh well. I'm gonna restore a little HP with Shell Bell. Xerneas tries to use Ingrain. Yeah, Xerneas' accuracy falls. I undynamax already. God, it's already been 3 turns. And that's all the damage we've done. Right. I'm going to go for Round. That seems... Because I think Round, even with no one else joining in, does more damage than Accelerock. Acupuncture raises Amolga's special attack. Rising Voltage. Round. That is very little damage, my goodness. Xerneas uses Max Starfall on Torkoal, which brings it down into the yellow. And sets up Misty Terrain. Torkoal uses Smoke Screen again. Gonna go for Round again. Drapion goes for Acupuncture. I'm not sure it knows any other moves at this point. It raises its own defense. Rising Voltage does a good amount of damage with a crit. Round does a very tiny amount of damage. In fact, I think it heals more damage on me than it actually deals on Xerneas. And it's going to use Moonblast on me, which is going to knock me out. That is our 3rd out of 4 allowed deaths. Yeah. Xerneas avoids Inferno. But a Blunder Policy raises Torkoal's speed. That's good. That cleared the burn as well. I'm going to cheer for my side. Okay, that sets us up a bit against physical moves. Drapion uses Acupuncture again on Amolga, raising its special attack. Amolga goes for Electro Web, hits this time, and that lowers Xerneas' speed. Torkoal goes for Smoke Screen, which is going to lower Xerneas' accuracy. Would be nice if these Pokemon were, you know, attacking more as opposed to, you know, trying to lower stats all the time. I'm gonna go for Round. tiny, tiny, tiny bit of damage. Weapon goes for acupuncture on a Mulga. Special defense rose. Mulga goes for rising voltage. Brings Xerneas down into yellow. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't bloody use acupuncture. Xerneas can nullify stat changes. Xerneas uses max overgrowth on a Mulga. Glad it's not on me. That does a bit of damage. But it's going to set up grassy terrain. Torkoal uses Inferno, which was avoided. And every grounded Pokemon gets healed by grassy terrain. And Xerneas gets healed by ingrain and grassy terrain. I'm going to go for round. Xerneas uses max overgrowth on... Yeah, that's going to probably knock me out. Yeah, that is our third or fourth? Well, I suppose we'll find out. Yeah, that's our fourth. Okay. That's us kicked out. Ah, well. We'll take Cramorant. Right. Cramorant, the Gulp Pokemon. It's so strong that it can knock out some opponents in a single hit, but it also may forget what is battling mid-fight. And we're going to put Cramorant into the box. Unfortunately, we did not find Drednaw this time, but oh well. Hopefully next time we will. Right, in this episode though, we did get a Gigantamax Sandaconda and a Cramorant. So, thank you for tuning in. Next time we will hopefully get Drednaw. I'm going to pause the timer. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Ciao.